In a period of chaos, the fundamental rule when operating in chaos is tell the truth. The thing about telling the truth is that it's not for the naive. It's a sword, and you have to be a warrior. And people go to the underworld all the time, because that's when you're in the belly of the beast or the belly of the whale. It's chaos and fear and depression, hopelessness and imaginativeness. It's everything. One way of conceptualizing yourself is not as order and not as chaos, but as the thing that traverses between the two domains. And Horus is a falcon because falcons can see. And that's the eye. That's what the Egyptians figured out. And what does that mean? It means the thing that puts you at the top is attention. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open. It's not the same as thinking. When you start to realize how much of what you've constructed of yourself is based on deception and lies, so then you figure out you're a braying jackass and you're lying all the time. That's a terrible realization. And then all that needs to be burnt away. Often the hero in a story has to assimilate their dark side before they're capable of telling the truth. The pathway to completion as a human being is through the embodiment of the monster. That's the discovery of the shadow. And then there's the ultimate problem, which is the snake that lives in your heart. Right? And that's each individual's capacity for evil. There's predators that lurk in the garden. Yes, obviously. If you interact with them, they wake you up. Well, they better wake you up, because if they don't wake you up when you interact with them, then you get eaten. So it's probably just as well to wake up, even though there's painful consequences associated with becoming conscious. If you're just a useless adolescent, then you've forgotten who you are. And the consequence of that is that the state is going to fall apart around you, and you're not going to do anything to fix it, and you're not going to be good for anything, and no one's going to be able to rely on you, and you're going to be all whiny and resentful. If you want to change the world, you start from yourself and work outward. Because if you can't even clean up your own room, who the hell are you to give advice to the world? And the trickster is like the Joker in the king's court. And the trickster is someone who will be or play the fool. And the thing about the fool is that the fool is close to the truth, because you can't learn anything new unless you're willing to be a fool. It isn't good enough to be the best at a dominance hierarchy. What you want to be is the best at the set of all possible dominance hierarchies. It's this terrible predatory thing that lives forever and is very, very wise. And it lives underground, and it'll kill you. It'll burn you up in a second. But it hoards gold. And that's a representation of people's paradoxical relationship with reality. It's like you have to go out there and confront it in order to incorporate what it has to offer to you. If you want to change the world, you should change yourself, because you're complicated and there are horrible monsters inside of you that need to be tamed and to be brought into alignment and submission so that you can be a powerful and useful person. And if you want to sort out the world, then what you do is you sort yourself out.